everybody. Welcome. So, a couple of you were here early. Lisa, Cynthia, Deb. How are you guys? And make sure that you can hear me. Um, I finally realized I should plug in my headphones to my iPad, and then I don't have to hear any of the extra noise that comes out of my phone. It's weird how they're kind of connected. Hey, Di. So, I think everything's good as far as sound. And I do have to keep an eye on my phone. I didn't charge it last night. All right, awesome. Thanks, Di. I didn't charge it last night because I thought I'd have enough juice. And I thought, well, I'll just plug it in here because I have a plug that fits right in my lamp. Well, with the 15, iPhone 15, it's a different plug. So I got to pay attention better. So I'm just going to have to keep looking up on my phone and be like, hope it doesn't like go dark. So we'll see. Hey, Penny. So let's get to it since I'm kind of like on a clock with the charging situation. So, welcome everybody. I am Toni Tesla. Hey, Rose and Marilyn. Awesome. Toni Tesla, Tony Stamps. That's me. We are here every week, generally every Thursday, unless something has gone awry or I need to change something. But 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And we just make cool stuff, right? Lots of different things. Tonight we're actually going to do Christmas stuff, Christmas in July. I saw a post yesterday that somebody said something like, "Oh, I'm sick of Christmas in July." I'm like, "Ah, never. I am never sick of it." So that's unfortunate. If you're not into Christmas in July, then just don't watch. Or, hey Molly, hey Carol, or just take like the designs and change them to non-Christmas stuff. So that's what we're doing tonight. This just a couple of things. We're in the last week. Hey, Nancy James. Exactly, Jamie. Who needs that kind of negativity? So we're in the last week for my July workshop. So my blog has that. There's a page at the top that says workshop of the month. I'm trying to think. Do I have a banner that has my blog? Oh wait, here. Let's try that. Fancy. I haven't used that in a while. So that's my blog. https:// and then the rest. And then at the tippy top, there's like a bunch of tabs and it'll say workshop of the month. And that's got like the code, what you get, all the things. So, all right, let's back out of that and go back to comments. And oh, another Carol. Hey, Carol. We got Carol K, Carol M. So workshop. Bonus days we are also in the last week of that. So every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon that you must use in August. If you don't use it, it goes away. It expires. There's no carrying it over. Hey, Gail. So if you got them, I got a couple, so I have to remember to use them. That came in an email. Like as soon as you hit submit on your order, you get a different email that has your coupon in it. I have to finish my mailing selectors by the 31st for people to get mailed the September through December catalog, which they should arrive like by the third week in August because the catalog goes live September 1st-ish, 4th-ish. Hey, Sharon. Well, I got to tell you, we got to see it as demonstrators. We got to see it online yesterday, and there is absolutely no Halloween anything in this holiday catalog coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's no paper, there's no nothing. So the only things we have for Halloween are the couple things that they put on the online exclusives, which none of them really grabbed me. So I'm going to be using old stuff for Halloween, and I'm going to be pawing through my old paper and seeing what Halloween paper I have, and it may not be Stampin' Up. So I really think they dropped the ball on that. Fall stuff. I think there was one fall leaf set, and I was like, "Ugh, not a fan." I did like some of the papers, but again, like no Halloween, no real fall. They had one paper called Winter Regal or Regal Winter or something, and I really liked that. Those were like bold regal colors, blackberry, like a dark green, a dark blue. It just all really went well together. It reminded me of the old rich regals, like when I very first started. But Uh, you guys will see for yourselves. Customers, you should get them, like I said, the third week in August. Demonstrators, I'm not sure when we're going to get our copy mailed to us. Hopefully soon, because it is always different to see it, in your hands. But I'm just, I'm a little bit wrecked up about the Halloween and the fall situation. So anyway, that's just like my spin on that. And another thing I want to try, I just found out about this thing called YouTube Premiere. So it's where you make a video ahead of time, like, pre-film it, whatever. Then you schedule it to go live at a certain time. So it's as if it was live, but it's on YouTube only. But then I can watch it live with you guys and then I can comment. So you can ask questions and I can actually answer them. Because here, even though it's StreamYard, I can go back and look at these comments, but I can't actually type an answer to you. Whereas, on Facebook, I can go and answer those comments or like them or whatever. But with YouTube, I can't ever do that because the live chat is a separate box. So if I'm not live chatting, I have to sit there and watch the whole video again just to read everybody's comments. But even so, I can't do anything with them. I can't like them. I can't comment. I can't answer anything. So it's kind of like, eh. So, hey, Helen. So it's something I want to try in the next month or so, and we're gonna see how it goes. The upside is, yeah, I'll be able to watch live with you guys and participate in the chat. The downside is it's not on Facebook. I think I will be able to share it to Facebook, but if you click on it from Facebook, it's going to take you to YouTube. Then YouTube wants you to have a Gmail account or a YouTube account. Like my YouTube account is not Gmail because it's so old. Um, but some people have problems commenting and it'll come up like a weird name, like user whatever, and I don't know who that is. So I'm just like, hey. So anyway, new stuff coming, right? I want to try new things. All right, so let's get to it. So we're gonna make two cards, a box, and a big, like a jumbo gift tag for Christmas. And again, if you don't want to do Christmas in July, you just change it to something you do want to do. So for this first one, we're gonna do a tag. I mean, not a tag, a card. And I am a fan of the non-traditional colors, so we're gonna do some purples. I'm bringing the sparkling snowflakes. This is from last year, but it's still current, so I like it and I'm going to use it. So we're going to use that. Gotta make a pile. This is one of the few online exclusives that I bought because I really like the mix of fonts and how there was another set that went with it that has like birthday, anniversary, love you, thank you, like more year round. I mean, yeah, it's called Everyday Greetings. So I'm going to use this more, but this one tonight because it's Christmas. So we're going to start with, we're using fresh freesia and petunia pop. So I think these were next to each other on the color wheel in the catalog. Yeah, Lisa, I like purples. Hi, Anna. I like purples. I like pinks. Yeah, I like turquoise, like anything not your traditional red and green. Love it. So, yeah, we're going to do a light and a dark. So we've got our fresh freesia, 5.5 by 8.5. Fold, scored fold at 4 1/4. Then we've got our piece of white for the inside. And again, this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to put that in here. I may stamp something. Ooh, that was sticking down before I was ready. I have not made very many Christmas cards this year at all. I feel like I used to play in that challenge or that build your stash of cards, group, and that really helped me get more cards done. At least by Thanksgiving, I had probably 40 or 50 cards done. Here, oh, hi, Bryson, you cutie. I love his little dimples. That's Penny's grandson. He's adorable. But anyway, I don't have like many cards done. And so I think I have to try to change that in the next couple months because I'm in a panic soon. All right, we're going to start with some snowflakes on here, and I'm going to do, where am I going to stamp these in? Oh, you know what? I'm going to stamp these in petunia because I want them to be a little bit darker and, or a lot darker, but that's fine. Let's do some stamp off. We can do a variety. Let's do that. And then we'll do the small ones in Fresh Freesia. And we're going to do kind of a, what do we call it? Embossed resist. So I'm going to, I feel like I'm filling this up. All right, let's hope this works out because I want to emboss the small words. Let me wipe these off. I die cut letters out of Petunia Pop because that's our darker color. So these are going to get put on like right on here. And I already put it on the foam adhesive sheets. And then, hey, Gloria. And then I cut it with these are the alphabet a la mode dies. I would say use whatever dies you have, right? I have the smaller ones too that are, I have a bunch that are retired, but I figured I would use these. But what I want to do with the little hello, so I'm doing happy holidays. So I picked the little holidays from here. I can tell this is not quite straight, and I need it to be for my eyeballing. All right, hopefully that'll be better. So I want to emboss this holiday in white all over. All right, we got to add this, bang it around. This is definitely getting smaller, but it's not quite gone yet. Isn't that one of our Christmas songs with purple snowflakes? Is that a song? There's something about snowflakes. So when we crop at my house, like on Black Friday, we play Christmas music all day. And we've got some favorite songs, which Jamie still can't get into John Denver's Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas. That was something we grew up with. But yeah, there was some snowflake song. All right, now I want to try to kind of like pay attention to my letters are going to go here-ish. So I want my holidays all over. And I have a feeling they're not always going to be straight, but that's okay because we're going to emboss them in white. So hopefully this is going to stand out. Now I got to turn it to the side. I think I can put one right here. And then let's do another one here. All right, let's see how that goes. And I may add more. So get out our white embossing powder and all over. All right. Ooh, I like that. So can you see? Yeah, you guys can see that. That's exactly what I want. Although some of this white caught my snowflakes that must have still been wet. And I need what is this? A paintbrush. I must have touched my block on it over here. So there's going to be a couple of whoopsies on here. Oh, look, I did overlap it. All right. I'm going to get over that. It's not the end of the world, right? I'll just give this to someone who really likes snowflakes, and then they won't notice. All right, funnel this back in. Then we're going to heat this up. And where'd my hands go? Oh, my little silicone hands that Di gave me. So I got to heat up my gun for just a few seconds or whatever, and then I'll get it. right, good, good enough. So Helen, I saw your comment. New ink pads on the online exclusives. I did not see, if anything, there might have been some ink pads that are from Close to My Heart. I don't know. Did anybody see that? I knew they were going to have a couple of ink pads. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that and get back to you. You say, tell us about the new stamp pads you saw online exclusives. Are they a different kind? The only thing I can think of is that it may be some close to my heart, close to my heart colors. Or and they may be letting us get those early because they're thinking of Sharon, they are close to my heart. Yep, and they have cardstock too. Yeah, I've ordered plenty of the cardstock. I hadn't noticed the ink pads. All right, so we've got our white embossed over our snowflakes. Now, before I put these letters down, I want to do a little emboss resist. So we're going to take the, let's take the lighter. Let's do the fresh freesia. And I just want to like put a little background of color, just ink blend that the letters are going to go over top of. All right, and I'm just going to start in the middle and I'm going right over the embossed letters. So the embossed bits, the ink that I'm putting on here is not going to stick to it. So let's just go like here. Just so there's a little bit of extra. You know, I can go around the edges too. Why not? But I wanted something behind that petunia pop. Something solid-ish so that they'll stand out. Since this is all like color on color. But can't you just see this in pink? Like 2 different shades of pink. Pretty in pink. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get that a little bit more. Okay. Now, when you do this, so emboss resist, I could have stamped this or embossed it with clear powder or the white like I did. If I was using a white base, I would probably still do white just to make it starker. So the ink does not want to, it pulls up on top of the embossed part. You can't really tell until you go to wipe it off. So if you do this on a bigger scale, I'm just going to take a little piece of toilet paper and burnish that off. And see, I only got a little bit of color, but that is what was hanging out on top of the embossed part. So, oh, and I just knocked some paper over. That's all right. But that's perfect. That's what I want. And I'm going to put that here. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on now. I think if I even had a smaller snowflake, and I embossed some of those in white, that would be good too. Or I don't know if I still have them. Some of those older snowflake charms from aha, from online exclusive last year. Yeah, we're gonna use those. All right, so first I want to stick my letters down. So I'm gonna start with the middle. And if you're gonna do, you know, this is just happy. If you have a different word, I encourage you to like write it out on your paper, figure out where the middle is, and then I'm just guessing here, eyeballing it. And I'm gonna put a little bit to the right of middle, just because the Y I think is, well, they're both all the same width. All right, we're going for it. Okay, now let me bring my ruler, because at the very least I could get the bottoms straight together, right? Yeah, so the thing with the Close to My Heart pads, they're considering, I think they bought the rights to it, Stampin' Up! Bought the rights to it because it's a different style pad that has a magnetic closure, and the lid, it's not this whole flip it, push it down, you know, and sometimes these are hard to open. It's just you take the cap off, and then when you put it back on, it's magnetized. So if it dumps over upside down, it's not going to open up. So I kind of hope they do something with that. That would be interesting. But it would be Stampin' Up! Colors. From what I read, they're not gonna carry over, or they're not gonna continue Close to My Heart colors. And I have ordered a couple packs just because I want to make some scrapbooks, and I want 12 by 12. And I love that Close to My Heart has 12 by 12 in the bulk packs. All right. And Stampin' Up! Quit doing that years ago. So I think that'll be good. And the 2 packs that I got so far, they don't match quite what I was thinking, but they coordinate enough. I'm looking for something. Let's just use this. Like the green, I was hoping would match the like old olive or garden green a little bit better, but it's close enough. All right. Oh, nice. See how this is coming together with the darker? So I love it. All right, and then we'll get our happy. This foam adhesive is so sticky. All right, and then right here, close as I can get it. I love it. So I could have even done the ink blending a little bit further out because I really wanted it like behind the happy a lot, but I really think it makes it stand out nice. All right. Yeah, and I think from what I've seen there, I like their ink pads. And they would keep them foam, like even though if they change the style of the casing, the actual ink pad, because Close to My Hearts are still linen, so they would still keep the foam, which I have gotten used to. I do like the foam, especially for more solid stamps. I think it's important. It certainly helps. All right, I'm gonna put some of these snowflakes on. 1, 2, let's do, oh, I could put one like right here. And then take that one off. All right, see? Lisa, you're like, add a tag. Well, how about we're just gonna add a snowflake and it won't be as bad. There's still something you're gonna be like, what's all that? But it'll be fine. All right, and then we'll put, let's do just one right here because I don't have a whole lot of these left. All right, I am glad I had these. But if you don't have this, you could use any other embellishment. And like I said, hey, Carol, we got 3 Carols tonight. Awesome. If you had a smaller snowflake stamp, you could certainly stamp some of those in there too and emboss them in white. So that's our first one, a non-traditional. Ooh, hold please. You know what? Let's do, thanks, Gail. Let's do some Winkostella right on these letters. When I said, oh, I need to be watching the clock so my phone doesn't die. And then I'm like, yeah, let's add all this extra stuff. We'll get there. And actually the next card, well, I do have to color some stuff on it. Ugh. The only thing I don't like about coloring like live is that I feel like sometimes it takes me longer than I would like. But all right, so that's our first one. Fresh Freesia, Petunia Pop. I do like that color combination too. All right, next we're gonna do a more traditional color. We're doing Real Red, 5.5 by 8.5. Rose, your mom's name was Carol. Does that count? Yeah. Then that's 4, right? 5.5 by 8.5, fold and score at 4 1/4. Then we got our basic white 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. Oh, and I should go back and put some purple snowflakes on the inside of that one. All right, this really wants to stick. All right, and then we've got, and this doesn't look right. Did I pick the wrong one? 2 3/4. Oh, 3.5. I cut one of these wrong. Yeah, I cut this one wrong. Okay, so 3.5 by 5.5. So I really want this to be, that's not it either. 3 and, nope, that's not it either. Oh, Lord. All right. So 3.5 by 5.5. I want the white to be 3.25 by 5.5. So let's cut this quick. 3.25. All right. Now for this one, we're going to use another one of the newer online exclusives. This is the Filled with Cheer. And we're just going to stamp everything. I'm not going to die cut anything because that's going to take a long time. But I just wanted to remind you again, these two coordinate. These are both available online only. They're not in any catalog. But the dies, so the wagon cuts out the wagon. The wheels cut out the wheels. So they're the same. This part you could add to this little bunting that will also cut out your light bulb, your string of light bulbs. So I think that's very cool that they're coordinated this. But again, like I told them, I was chatting with the demo support and I said, hey, does that coordinate? Because there's no indication of any of that in the catalog. So they're missing the boat, like by not making that clear that they do coordinate. So what I want to do is the presents and the string of lights. And plus I like this little snowman, the melted snowman. And then we need some wheels. And you can tell I haven't even taped up my stamps. You know how I like to tape them in the case now. And we're going to let's do sending loads of Christmas cheer. Sending loads of Christmas cheer. And I think, you know what, I'm going to stamp that and hand cut it. All right, let's make a pile for this. So I'm going to just start with the wagon down here. Now I'm going to stamp everything in Memento. And I hope it's going to go. I would rather use my VersaFine, the Onyx VersaFine, but that's going to take so long to dry. And I don't feel like dealing with that. So we're going to do, what did I say? Memento. Bleh, and hope for the best. All right, I really want to make sure I get this good and inked up because it's going to be a one and done. And I am going to have to try to eyeball. So I want the presents are going to go there. All right, let's go right there. And it is what it is. Ooh, all right, that's good enough. All right, I'm just going to make a pile. And then we'll take these. Oh. So I have a basket full of my blocks that I keep to my right-hand side. And I mean, you'd be surprised how many blocks you need. I guess if I wasn't keeping them all mounted on things, like I could do with a smaller set, but I don't mind. All right, now I'm going to try to, I feel like I should mask this a little bit. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that. So the top of this wagon is kind of flat. There's nothing really poking up. So I'm just going to do quick Post-it notes. All right, there we go. Because the bottoms of these, like there's a plant and then some presents, they're not exactly in a straight line. So this one I want to stamp first. Okay, that's good. Sometimes with the photopolymers, you got to either put Versamark on them first or stamp them a couple times before they're really be good. All right, let's eyeball, press. Try to, my shoulder's been hurting lately. All right, ooh, good. I think that's gonna be perfect. Yep, Oh, yeah, nailed it for sure. All right, might be a little tall, but let's get these wheels on. I should have a tiny block. And I gotta drag this closer to my face. All right, that's good. Oh, these wheels, okay. Nice. So the wheel itself has some extra. Oh, see these little marks here? I didn't see that at first. So that's why those are on top, but whatever. No one's ever gonna notice that. All right, and then let's do our little banners, our light bulb banners. Cute. All right, let's just do that. I love it. All right, now I realize this is a lot of coloring, and you know what? We're probably not going to do all this. Let me get this cleaned up. Yeah, 8:30. Let me put this on a block. And actually, we will stamp on a scratch piece. And I'm going to do this one in real red because I want that to stand out a little bit more. And then I'll color a couple of these. So you can color with whatever you want. Since I did the memento, let's do that again. Since I did the memento, I can stamp I can color them in with blends. Maybe that might be a little quicker. I don't know. Let's let this dry for a minute. All right, trash. Let's do as we go. Okay, let's do browns. I should have a number 6. Oh, these are different browns. These are like the ones for skin. Although they could be used for browns. I just prefer the ones with names because I know what they are. All right, pecan pie. Dark and light pecan pie. All right, I am not going crazy with this. And this was regular white. It wasn't thick. So I don't want this to like bleed a whole bunch. So I'm just doing some marks like follow the grain a little bit, but not all. Because we don't have to get crazy with it. So that's the dark. And then come back in with the light. And I like when I'm trying to color a lot quickly, I like the brush tip end. I just think it goes faster. And then I can go right across. And this too probably contributes to the bleeding because this is a lot more ink coming out of this marker, but you know what? It's okay. All right. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll do, I want to do those wheels, not necessarily in black. Medium smoky slate. All right, this looks dark enough. Although I guess if these are wooden, I guess they should have been brown too. Jeez. Always something, right? Who's wants it? All right, now let's do, I'm seeing a lot of reds in here with these poinsettias. So let's just do some quick. Real red, light, real red, dark. Real red. Words are hard. All right, let's do a couple of the poinsettia leaves. That's a lot of greenery in there too. Ooh, wouldn't this be cute to make the pink poinsettias? Or the vanilla colored ones? Is this part of the plant too? I guess this whole thing is a plant. Yeah, you know, I'm terrible with the plants. Miss Black Thumb here. All right. Anything that doesn't have extra lines in it is just going to be a leaf. I mean, the poinsettia leaf. These other ones definitely look like they're supposed to be green. All right, let's do red. I'm definitely not going to sit here and color all this stuff in. What was I thinking? You're going to get the idea. All right. And green, let's do some. So I've got shaded spruce, but do I have those? Oh, look, shaded spruce. Okay, good. Shaded. Wheelie, wheelie hard, Penny. It is. All right, so the dark shaded spruce. I'm just making marks on some of these leaves just so it'll look a little different. And this one, I'm going to use the bullet tip just because I need a little bit more control over myself. Isn't that true, Jamie? All right, so, although sometimes control is just overrated, right? All right, there are lots of little bits in here. All right, but you get the idea. We color this. We color our bulbs, depending, do we want yellows, like all the light colors? Sure. But I'm not doing that. So I am going to die cut or hand cut this and put our little label on. Ooh, nice. I could dovetail this. There we go. Could put that there to cover it up just a smidge. Yeah, or nope, let's just do it again on this side. And pop it up there. Okay, yep. Gonna pop it. Oh, there's my dimensionals. Then when I go back and color, I can still get my marker down in there. So let's put dimensionals like, hopefully that's closer to the bottom so I can get my markers in there. And then I'll just show you a picture later of the finished one, when I update my blog. Oh, you know what? Let's glue this on first. So we're going to glue this on the shaded spruce. And that is a little hairy. So there's only going to be a border on the top and bottom. I like doing that sometimes. Okay. I like that. And then we'll put that here. And then if I need to trim any off, I can do that. And it seems like I've got to get just a smidge. And I could have put this under my guillotine cutter too, but that's okay. All right, so that's cute. Yeah, I could even just put it over here. I kind of like it there. No, let's do it right here. Decisions. Okay, so you get the idea. Yes, I am cropping on Sunday. I will be with you guys at the Elks. So yeah, I'll just color these presents in, and I'll probably do like a bunch of different colors, not just all red and green, you know. But that's that. Okay, idea. Next, turn the page. I promised you a box, and I haven't done a box in a while. So we're going to do a pizza box. And this is one really, if you don't want to make this for Christmas, you don't have to. You can take these measurements and do any theme you want. But we're going to use the trucking along, which this was one of the first online exclusives last year, and it kept going in and out of stock, and now it's on low inventory again. That and the punch. So if you haven't got them, get them. We never know with online exclusives like when they're coming back or if. But all right, so I want to make, actually, let's draw on this side. So pizza box. Actually, make sure this is in frame. Here's our general guideline for a pizza box. And these are score marks. I usually just draw straight lines, but all right, score, score, score. And then we're going to do 2 in the middle. So all these lines determine how tall your box is going to be. So this is if you're going to figure out your math later. So I'm going to make these 1.5. So this is 1.5, this is 1.5, and this is 1.5. And I'm starting with a cardstock is 8.5 by 11. All right, so full sheet of cardstock to make just the one box. All right, 1.5, 1.5. Now these down here, also 1.5. So this is 4.5. 1.5 times 3, 4.5. 11 minus 4.5 leaves you with 5.5, right? So that means our, no wait, 11, 1.5. I feel like I did something wrong. Ugh. 11 minus 4.5 is, 6.5. Blech. Then divide that by 2, because there's 2 of these. 3.25. 3.25. 3.25. Now along this side, this is our 8.5 by 8.5 side. So 8.5 minus 3, because we've got 1.5, 1.5. That means this side is 5.5. So our finished pizza box, and this will be kind of roomy, will be 3.25 by 5.5 by 1.5 tall. So tall. All right. And I think that's pretty roomy. So we want to score at, we'll figure this out, 1.5 from each side. So like this side 1.5, this side 1.5. So let's just go ahead and do that. I really love when you can make a box like using a whole sheet like this. Actually, so we'll do 1.5, and then this will be at 7, because that's 1.5 from that side. Now this are against our long side, 1.5. So we're gonna make that one 1.5, and then we're gonna add 3.25. So that'll be 4.75 is our next score line. 4.75 plus another 1.5. 4.75 plus 1.5 is 5.75, and then 6.25. Okay, so 6.25, and then our final mark here, 1.5. That's going to be at 9.5. All right, so I will, let me write this down in a different color. How about that? Where did all my colors go? Green, is that going to show? All right, so score 1.5, 4.75, 6.25, and then 9.5. And then this one was just 1.5 on each side. All right, so I'll try to do a better picture of this, draw it out better when I do my blog post. But so pretty roomy. 3.5, 3.25 by 5.5. Yeah, definitely you can, actually I have made them gift card size die, but a lot smaller, because this, I mean, this is pretty big. All right, now to assemble. I've been assembling these a little bit differently in the last couple years. now I go for like a top fold over. So we want to first start cutting our tabs. Actually, I'm going to cut them on this side. So I want straight. So this is our score mark. Go to the right of this score mark, because this is going to be the side of our box, and I want that to be straight. So now we can just angle that and angle this. And then this also, I want to be straight on the left side of it, and then angle. And then again, straight here on the right side and angle. Now the top, I'm going to say that this will be the top of the lid. This is how I'm actually doing it different. I'm cutting this whole square out and just angling it a tiny bit. All right. So both sides, and I actually want to come back and angle this one too. Okay. That looks a hot mess, I think, but just work with me here. All right, so angle a little bit, turn it, angle a little bit. Now we'll angle again, trying to do it the same. The reason I'm angling this side, I'll be able to show you once we're assembling, because it won't want to close if it was straight. All right, and then we're doing straight on the right side, and then angle. Straight on the left side, angle, and then angle. Okay. Oh, and this was Shy Shamrock, if I did not say that. All right, now we are going to, this is the top, flip it over and just fold all of our score lines and get them all at the same time. And then do these. Yeah, this is, since this is so tall, it's gonna hold a fair amount of stuff. So if you want to make this for a birthday, just change your colors, your theme. All right, let's kind of tilt it this way so everybody can see the whole thing. So again, this will be our top. So I want these flaps are going to get glued to what's going to be the bottom. All right, and then here's our top. So let's add our glue. And then bring that up. And you do want that nice corner. Oop, here we go. And I just want to hold that in place. So this part, you may want to go back and watch another time. All right, and again, bringing these up. I love Pizza Box, the style, just the fact that it's one continuous piece of cardstock, and you don't have to worry about making a lid that may or may not fit. All right, now we're turning these, and again, this is the only tricky part, really, I think, is holding this so we can glue our tabs in. But I like that you can make them in just about any size. All right, here we go. Getting this last tab glued in. All right. Now, previously, I wouldn't cut these sides out or these corners, and I would have the box close by folding over. Well, they always wanted to like stick out like wings on the side. So I decided we're gonna tuck all this in, and it's gonna close on the inside. And here's where we need more room. So see how they angle? I need to angle this part more because with it being straight, it just doesn't want to get in there. So angle a little bit more. And let's see if that works. Now I got to do a little bit more on this side too. That's the only downfall, is having to get it right. And that is dependent on how tall your box is. Oh, see, perfect. Now, if you want to come in with a like a 1/2 inch or 1 inch punch to make like a thumb spot, I would do that in the bottom. So let's just eyeball. And then we have our little notch. All right, and that is perfect. So we're going to add a little something to the top. So we've got, where'd my pieces go? Real red. See, we're going to add this, more of our traditional colors. Nice. And we're going to stamp a truck. Ooh, and my black and white. So I wanted to use some of this gingham ribbon. We don't have, this is not what we have in the store now. Now we have like a vanilla and black plaid ribbon. Yeah, unless you Toni Tesla, and the regular box always works. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Like if we don't know if it's gonna work out. So what did I want to say here? I've got the more wishes. This is also still actually part of this shows in the catalog, but you really should look at it online. I want to say, I guess Merry Christmas. Or I could do Christmas wishes. No, I want Christmas like down here. Because I want to add a little truck like right here. All right, Christmas. And let's do Merry. We'll do that in the big letters as well. All right, so we're going to do real red. Real red. That still doesn't want to come out right. I need the bigger block, I guess. All right, real red. And then I'm going to stack the Merry on top of it in the Shy Shamrock. Just to be, use all the colors, right? So I want this kind of as close as I can get it. And I hope I didn't catch any edges. Oh, good. I didn't. All right, wipe, wipe, wipe. Real red does stain your photopolymer stamp some, but it's just the nature of the beast, right? All right, and then we'll get this Merry in here and Shy Shamrock. I didn't pay attention to the colors in the new papers, if any of them really used Shy Shamrock. All right, let's do, ooh, I want to stamp that first. Okay, that looked like it was going to be full of air bubbles. All right, let's do that. Hopefully, oh, I like that. Nice. Okay, oops, wrong spot. Yeah, you guys, the online, the next catalog, I'm just, ugh. All right, trucking along. We are trucking along. Ooh, all right, 5 of, and so far I don't have a, you're running out of battery juice. So I kind of want this to be, I guess it's gonna have to be like right there. Wah, wah. All right. I was thinking I would punch it out. All right, so actually, yeah, we're gonna punch it out because if I want to hang this, it can't really hang too far off the side because, you know, the box. So let's just put it right here. And I don't know, Merry Christmas. Do we have you? Or Merry Christmas wishes? Let's see if wishes is gonna fit there. Wishes is not the big one, but the cursive one will fit. All right, we're gonna make do. We are change of plans. We're still gonna stamp and pop up our truck, but then we'll stamp wishes also in Shy Shamrock. Okay, this is coming together. And it can go over, it can hang over that Christmas a little bit because that's not gonna hurt anything. There we go. Ooh, I like it. All right. Okay. I feel like I'm making a mess. Let's glue this on. Now, the last thing we're going to make is a tag. I love tags. And I like, it's going to be a big one, a jumbo, like a 3x6 size. Oh, I need that for my wheels. But again, if you're not going to make if you're not wanting to make a Christmas tag, you can certainly change it to balloons or, whatever. All right, I think I'm grabbing every block. So that's going to go there. I like it. I'm actually going to pop this up too because I want my ribbon to come around and I want you to be able to untie it without, taking everything, pulling it apart. So do that. Let's do our truck and we'll do the body first, like the outlining part. Good. And let's just go ahead and do the wheels. Trying to get those lined up. I don't think I did it. Nope, let's do that again. That was way too off. All right, let me get my head in here. That's better, but not perfect. I'll deal with it. Jeez. Right. All right, and then real red. So see my truck? I've stamped it a lot in red. Okay, let's get in here. All right. I kind of like that that's like darker colors. Interesting. Could be like a little rusty. Okay, punch. I am just going to punch this guy out. And that's all I'm not doing anything else with this truck. Oh, other than just let it, oh my God. I let it slip, you guys. Now I have to punch another one so I can glue that. What a rip. All right. You saw that slip, right? Like I let go of it and it wanted to punch it right there. All right, but I'm going to fix it because I'm not redoing all that. So just punch another one out of white and we're going to glue it. And then hopefully no one will even know. All right, let me just squeeze it real hard. And no one's definitely going to see the back. So yeah, it's not, you can't really tell. Let's see if that's going to focus. And if so, it could just be a busted up fender, but it's fine. Okay, so pop this up and I feel like I got to turn my pattern upside down because that's a little bit distracting at this point. But yeah, I will do a better pattern, better picture, draw it out, take a picture, do my blog post, which I won't be working on that until Sunday. All right, oh, that's so cute. And I like how it ends up with like green, red, red, green. Love it. All right, whatever ribbon you have, but I think this just kind of reminds me of like country-ish. That'll be enough. So I'm going to tie it around and have the knot or the bow, probably just a knot, like hanging right on the side. And then I'll be able to slip it off, put whatever I'm putting inside and then put it back on. Or just retie it. All right, I'll just leave that for now. Yeah, and then I want this to go right here. Cute. Let's use all of these. Like the whole side of this. Oh, woof. That's a little cuckoo. All right. Oh, no, no, no. I cannot put these here because I need my ribbon to be free. All right. Okay, throwing this one away. So yeah, just dimensionals top and bottom in case I do need to pull that ribbon out. All right, and then let's put this here. I love it. All right, doodads. Let's add a few Shy Shamrock doodads. But this is really a decent size. I mean, look at this compared to the bottle of glue. Like it's a decent size box. Love it. Let's do 1, 2, 2, and then one down here. Okay. And we'll do a big one. And then 2 of the smaller ones. But you know, if you don't have these, just use rhinestones. Maybe something white. I don't know, like opaque gems or something. But yeah, can just do this in a little bow for now. Cute. I love it. Okay, so there's our box. Final thing, and this one will not be long at all, really. So again, with like non-traditional, oh, you can definitely put a pair of socks in it. You could probably put a pair of sunglasses in it. Like it's pretty big. Like I said, what, 5.5? Yep, 5.5 by 3.25. The thing is that it's so tall, 1.5 inches tall. Yeah, a gold brick. I don't know. But okay, so I want, soft, maybe kind of like vintagey Victorian colors. So we're going with basic beige. And I've got, this is 3x6. I need this thing right here. One of my jumbo eyelets, 3x6. And then I did another layer that was 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I didn't really, let's see, I'm going to use Happy Holidays for this one. This was another online exclusive, so not in any catalog. I'm going to do that. So I've got trees here. These are all cut out of, this is the Merriest Trees set. And we're doing bubble bath because I like the beige and the bubble bath together. So we've got the biggest one that I embossed with the eyelet folder. Then I've got the next size down, medium, and the smaller. And I embossed it with, this is the dotted circles folder, but I placed it on the folder so it kind of looks like, ornaments and garland and all that. And then the So Swirly folder, like at an angle. So I thought that was neat. So these littler ones, I'm going to double up and just, I cut another one out of the same color. And we're just going to glue those together just to make them a little bit more sturdy because these ones are going to hang off the tag a little bit. The big one I'm gluing straight down on the tag. All right, now if we want to stamp anything, I think this goes this way. I want just a little bit of something like in the background of the tag because I just don't want it to be plain beige on beige, but we're going to have like here, up a little bit and then popped up. So kind of like that. So around here, I want just a little something stamped. And I've got my basic beige ink. If you don't have this, you could use Versamark. So I want something that has a little bit of, what do you call it? Like little sprinkles or something. So what was I going to get? What's handy? All right. Queen bee. I should have picked, thought I had something here. Oh, changing leaves. Nope. I had something picked out already. And you know what? Now I can't find it. So we're going to go to Old Faithful Itty Bitty Backgrounds. So I've had this this is actually the second set of this that I got. I'm going to use this because they're kind of like, look like snowflakes. So beige on beige, and I'm just going to go kind of like all around. Even though this is going to get covered up, I really just want the edges. There, that's good. Okay. That's that. And I'm going to wipe that off later. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Super, super quick. Well, because I already die cut and emboss things, right? But if you're going to make some tags like this, make a bunch. Same color. Ooh. Hey, guess who remembered to bring some, what's it? Some alcohol. Let me get this. Oh. Although this is not, well, it's helping some. Maybe I didn't use enough. But Sean, I finally brought those in here. Okay. But yeah, make a bunch if you're going to do tags like this. And they're going to be perfect. Just gluing this down flat. Just with a craft bag or a white bag. So put all your efforts into making a pretty tag. Don't worry about the bag itself. Because you can get like a, geez. Oh, good night, Anna. Thanks for hanging out. You can get, the bags at Michael's that's like a baker's dozen. They give you like 13. All right, now I want just glue like about here. Because like I said, I want this to hang off a little bit. Nice. And then this one I'm going to pop up. So dimensionals, let's use these. Man, that was lavender, white almond and lavender. That smells really good. Oh, I love it. Love it. I'm going to make it go a little bit lower. All right, now we need to poke a hole. Add my eyelet. Do a little greeting and some ribbon. All right, so this is the big eyelet punch. I'm just going to eyeball and make a little dot there. And then push it forward to set it. Whatever you use for eyelets and to set them. So these are the pewter big jumbo ones from Stampin' Up! From, a bunch of years ago. But I still have a whole bunch. All right, I gotta squeeze this super hard. Okay, nice. I love that. All right, now we need some. So the only bubble gum ribbon I have is from this sheer pack that was like a combo. But I'm using it. So I want some basic beige and this is like taffeta, but you would use whatever you have. And I'm just gonna say about that much. I like the tails to be kind of long. Because you need to be able to tie it and have a little hang. You don't want to tie it so tight to your bag. You need some movement. All right, so we're going to pull these through both together and even it out. And then you could tie it together with either one of these colors, or I'm going to use some linen thread because I've already got two different kinds. Ooh, I like that. And then all we do have to do is a greeting here. But where did my baker's twine go? Not baker's twine. Linen thread. Here we go. I wonder if this will be enough. This is like a leftover. Oh yeah, that'll be extra. So just eyeballing. This looks like the whole width of my mat. So that's like 17 inches. And then let's do it extra. So maybe 20 inches. Fold it in half because I want to double this up. So I'm going to tie it around the ribbon. So I need to hold that there. And I'm going to fish this up underneath. All right. Just so I can get right up here. Scooch that up. And I'm going to tie it in a knot first. Pull that tight. And then knot again. And let's do one more. And then I can turn it upside down and do my bow. Nice. Cut the end. Oh my God, I love that. So I love the pink and the beige together. And then we're greeting. Let's do this in Pretty in Pink. It's a little bit darker than the bubble bath, which this is, but it's going to show up better. So we'll do Happy Holidays. You could do whichever you want. Oh yeah. All right, let me do both. Now I'm like, that might be too dark. Let's check. But generally the bubble bath is just so, it's a lot lighter. Okay. And then we're going to cut the words apart. Okay, let's see how this goes. Ugh. Hi, Shar. I hope I didn't miss you. All right, so the bubble bath is more obviously a closer match, but I'm going to go with the Pretty in Pink because it shows up better. All right, so all I'm going to do is hand cut these because I want to separate the happy from the holidays and try to keep it like kind of straight edges. Oh, cute. And if you want to back this with basic beige or the bubble bath, I think the bubble bath might be a little bit too much. So let's do white on white. So we'll give these an extra little layer. And I'm just gluing them on this scrap. I appreciate you guys if you've stuck with me to the end. All right, and I'm just hand trimming just a small border. And we're going to pop these up. But you see, you could take, instead of trees, if you don't want to do Christmas, you could do balloons, you could do butterflies, you could do anything you want. Tags are awesome. Hang these from a gift bag, put them in something. Oh yeah, and then we're just going to put this here and pop these up, because why not? Let's split it up like that. Actually, you know what? We got to do it a little bit closer because I want that to hang off just a tiny bit. All right, that's good. I do like pinks for holiday stuff too. Pinks, purples. All right, let's do like right here. Mmm, I love that. And then I'm gonna come in with some pretty in pink gems. I really wanted to use the pearlized enamel effect stuff, but I only had the metallic stuff. This is, you would squirt it and let it dry. But I don't have the one that was like white because I was gonna put some white spots on here. So, whatever. All right, oops, guess we're doing glue there. And then right here. And pretty in pink, do that. And a small one. And then another big one down here. You could also, I don't think I have any beige sparkly things, but that is that. Let me get some of this out of the way. Put my pin in my glue so it doesn't dry up on me. Okay. Get all this trash out of the way. How about that? But I hope you like this tag as much as I do. I love all the different kinds of ribbon together. And I could have put some more gems on here, but I really like this with the dotted circles for sure. So there's our tag. There's our Christmas, our pizza box, our card that I'm going to finish coloring, our wagon card anyway, and then our snowflakes with the petunia pop and a fresh freesia if you missed that earlier. So that is that. Thanks, Carol. Aunt Penny, awesome. Die, great things. Yay. Okay. So yeah, again, just it's the last week for stuff. Next week is gonna be the first Thursday. I gotta get some of this ink off of here. First Thursday of August. So that's gonna be my um virtual workshop for August. And I'm gonna use the Friends for Life bundle. I haven't used that yet, and I got it, I had to have it when the catalog first came out. Thanks, Carol. Thanks, Lisa. And Nancy, awesome. So that'll be next week. So projects with that. And like I said, I'm gonna investigate trying to figure out a YouTube premiere thing where we can watch it live together. I have to do it ahead of time. But then I think it'll be neat because I'll be able to comment and answer questions and stuff. And I might do that with a scrapbook of some kind. I don't know. So yeah, Rose, you gave me that paper. No, Rose, you gave me the paper, the wood paper at convention because you're like, ugh, I don't like that. And or did I give you? I tried to give you the Friends paper, and you're like, no, you just keep it. Ugh. So yeah, Helen, you love the last one, your fave, awesome. Okay, so have a great week, you guys. Thank you for spending time with me. Likes, hearts, shares, like all that is cool. Sue will be online tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then Gail comes on Sunday night and she is here at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. We're all East Coast girls. So, okay, thanks again. Good night. And I'll have my blog updated by Sunday.